Hello student. Today we will start a new subject, that is your electronics measurement and instrumentation. In this subject we are going to cover these 7 modules, that is your qualities of measurement, your indicating instruments, then your CRO, that is cathode oscilloscope, then bridge, that is your AC and DC bridges, then transducer and sensor, then you have digital instruments, then signal generator, wave analyzer and data acquisition system. The reference book for this subject is your HS Calci. In this book you will find all the unit cover extensively. So first we have come across measurement or unit and measurement. We are studying from class 9, that is what is a unit and how we are going to measure it. So this subject is very important, not only for your science or engineering, but also in our day-to-day life. So I am going to divide this subject. First, this is your qualities of measurement. In this we are going to study about a device where we are going to calculate about its accuracy, how accurately it measures, or many other static characteristics and dynamic characteristics. We will discuss about it in this qualities of measurement. Then we have indicating instruments. For example, you are riding a motorcycle where we have seen a odometer, which is particularly used to measure your speed. That is where a pointer is there which indicates the speed of your bike. So that type of instruments here, that is your mechanical instrument. Here we will study about ammeter, voltmeter. These are all indicating instruments where electric current is given as an input, and that electric current going to convert that energy into mechanical, and so that it will rotate the pointer so that there will occur a deflection in a pointer. That is your electromechanical device. So all the indicating instruments are electromechanical device where electrical energy got converted into mechanical energy. Then all are using the CRO. This is very important with respect to our electronics branch, where any kind of wave we are going to extensively use this device in our lab for plotting any graph or studying about any wave. So this is one of the very important instrument which we will use even after in industry also. We are going to use this device, that is your cathode ray oscilloscope. We will discuss about this extensively in the third module, that is your CRO. Then we will have bridge. In bridge, obviously we are going to two types of bridge we are going to study about, that is your AC bridge and DC bridge. That is your direct current bridge and alternative current bridge. This bridge we classify it into AC and DC depending on the source we apply. For example, in DC bridges we will use it for measurement of your resistance. In AC bridges we are going to use it for measurement of your inductance and capacitance. Then we will have transducer and sensor. This is very important, and we are obviously come across two types of transducer in your daily life. That is your for example microphone, which is going to use to convert the voice signal into electrical signal. So that is your transducer, and you of course you know about this sensor. There are various types of sensor. We will study about this. These are particularly used to measure mechanical signal, which we will convert it into electrical signal. Then we measure, and then again we will convert it into mechanical signal. Then we will have the sixth unit, that is in your syllabus. The digital instruments is in the third module, but in order to understand these digital instruments, you have to understand all these analog instruments first. That's why I am putting these digital instruments in sixth module. Then we will have signal generator. Then how you generate high frequency signal, low frequency signal. We will study about this in this signal generator module. And finally wave analyzer and data acquisition system. So in order to cover all this module, we will need to follow this book, that is your HS Calci. And the background prerequisite knowledge for this subject is your physics and math, some portion of math. Second thing is your circuit theory, which we are studying in this semester only, and obviously you have all studied about the circuit theory in your basic electrical engineering. So these are the two prerequisite in order to understand all these electronics measurement and instruments. You have to revise these concepts of physics and maths. I will cover if any other concept arises in between, then I will discuss that. Then again I will use it in order to measure that parameter. So first of all, so this is a very fundamental subject which we are not only using in science and engineering but also in our daily life. We will come across various instruments, we will study about this. So this is very interesting and easy subject also. So first, what do you mean by measurement? So measurement is nothing but, with respect to our electrical or electronics instrument, measurement is nothing but measuring your standard quantity which we are doing the comparison with the instruments reading. That is, for example, you need to measure, for example, your current. This is a source. This source is delivering, suppose 5 ampere of current, and this current is flowing through this resistance, and here I am using a ammeter. This A stands for ammeter. So this is your I is equal to 5 ampere. This is your true value or standard parameter. True value or standard parameter which you want to measure with this device, that is your ammeter. Ammeter particularly used. We will study about this ammeter. I am just giving an example how to define this measurement. So ammeter is used to measure electric current. Ammeter is used to measure electric current. Then this device we are using to measure this true value or standard parameter. So with this device we are going to make a comparison and we will get some reading, that is your measured value. That is your measured value. So measurement is nothing but making a comparison with the standard parameter. So measuring nothing but making a comparison with the standard parameter in order to express it. So what do you mean by instruments? The device which is used to make this comparison, the device which is used to make this comparison is known as instrument. So from the next class we will study about in details about what do you mean by electronics measurement, and then you will start your first module, that is your qualities of measurement. That are what are the factors a instrument, while we are choosing a instrument for measuring some parameter, what are the factors we need to choose so that the reading will be accurate. So here I have listed some of the advantages of electronic measurement. In earlier days we are using electromechanical instrument for the measurement, but there are many disadvantages in electromechanical instrument. For example, high power consumption, low accuracy, low reliability. So in order to overcome that, we have electronics instrument. That's why the subject is known as electronics measurement instrument. So nowadays we are extensively use this electronics instrument in order to measure our parameters. So what are the advantages of these electronic instruments? I have listed here few. The first advantage is most of the physical quantity can be converted by a transducer into electrical or electronic signal. Electrical electronic signals, which means voltage or current. Voltage or current. For example, here I have written that the physical quantity, that is the quantity we want to measure, for example pressure, temperature or voice, that are mechanical signal, but we are able to convert it into electrical signal by the help of transducer or sensor. We will study about this transducer and sensor in unit 6. So for example, your voice signal, here I am using your voice signal example. So voice signal obviously is a sound wave, it's a mechanical signal, but we are able to convert it into electrical signal by the help of microphone. So then what is the benefit of converting a mechanical signal into electrical signal? So but the benefits of electrical signal or electronic signal, that can be amplified. What do you mean by amplification? Amplification means increasing the strength of the signal, because while the signal propagate, it attenuates. That means the power got lost. Hence we are able to amplify the electrical or electronic signal by using our electronic device, for example your transistor or MOSFET we are using for amplification purpose. Then we can filter out, that means in order to remove your noise means external unwanted signal which corrupt your message signal, we are going to able to filter out by using filter circuits. For example, active filter or passive filter, we will study about this in your basic electronics and analog electronics subject. Multiplexing, that is more than one signal we can simultaneously transmit. That's the reason we are using electronics instruments. Then the third advantage is electronics measurement makes possible the analog and digital signal. That means we have studied that in real time the signals are analog in nature. That means similar to nature, that is continuous in amplitude as well as in time. But we are able to convert it, but this electrical signals or electronic signal, we are able to convert that analog signal to digital signal. Why we are converting analog to digital? It is because it is easy to process the digital signal, and your computer or mobile phone nowadays, whatever you are using, that is a digital device, and we are able to convert that electrical analog signal into digital signal for easy process. Obviously, second thing is your noise immunity. Third is easy to transmit. Fourth is encryption, decryption. These are the following advantages in digital signal. Then the fourth advantage of this electronics measurement is Suppose you want to transmit the signal to over a long distance. So the advantages of electronic signal is the signal can be transmitted over long distance by using cables and radio links, etc. Radio links means your antenna. The fifth advantage is, and this is the last one, there are many advantages, I have listed here only few. The fifth advantage is highly reliable, highly accurate, reliable, and obviously electronics instrument consumes low power, hence low power consumption, etc. So these are the few advantages I have listed down. So by using the electronics instruments, we are able to solve many problems. That is your high power consumption in case of electromechanical instruments. We are able to reduce this low power consumption, highly accurate device. We can also able to transmit this electronic signal to long distance by using cables or radio links, that is your antenna. So thank you.